Hello everyone, it's Aquarius. And today I'm going to be drawing different art styles that inspire me and kind of adding them to my art style since I've always wanted to improve it lately since I started this channel. So we're going to start out with the art style made by
Xiwoo.
the person on the screen. I don't want to pronounce her name wrong, and so I'm just going to put it on the screen, and I love their art. It's the way it's so, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's so soft in like a way that I don't know how like this person does it, but it's just so beautiful. So I added like a blur layer, and then I tried doing the shading the same, but I don't think the lighting ended up working very well, even though I kind of did the same thing. It was quite hard. I definitely chose styles that were more on the softer side since I have always wanted to have like a sense of softness to my style since it can be quite jagged sometimes, especially when I was drawing like a few years ago. When I started this channel, you could see that my chins were very, very pointy. So going back to being able to like, add this softness, and it was just so fun. I'm definitely like gonna add some of this stuff to my art style. Specifically, I think like the eye shape and the hair. The hair was like really fun. But at this time I didn't really replicate the whole style. I was just kind of, drawing how I think it would look in my style just with the shading because I just wanted to do that. But after a while I kind of developed other people's art styles. I'm going to say art styles a lot in this video, so I apologize. But I was trying to just develop my art techniques in this first piece of work. But later I just fully just try to replicate it, and maybe later I'll add it to my own art style. So this is how it turned out. I don't know who I was drawing it because I didn't have a lot of reference. I just used the blue hair from Coraline and kind of just color dropped. It was quite fun. I really liked how the shading turned out, especially for the skin. I thought it looked really cool. Next, we have this person's style. So I have been in love with this style for so long. The way she just draws like all of her characters so beautifully, like the hair textures, like her shading, oh my god, and it just has a certain vibe to it that just like is so expressive. And so like when I see her drawings, I'm like, oh my god, I know who that is. Yeah, I'm kind of just describing how much I love these artists so much because they've inspired me a lot during my process as a creator of art. I don't know why I'm getting so technical with it, but I don't know. I just really like how she draws and how soft it is. Again, with the softness, like I don't understand how they can create this texture that looks like if you will, an eatable art style. If you don't know what that is, it's basically when an art style just looks so yummy, or it's kind of a meme right now, but it's just like I've always wanted to have that kind of art style that looks so like eatable. But so I'm just trying to achieve it by adding the softness. So I drew a character closer to how she draws her characters. She mostly draws black characters with a lot of textured hairs. So of course I tried doing I definitely didn't do curly hair. I did more of like a wolf cut kind of layered hair, very fluffy. Because I was just testing out like new hairstyles, so I was doing that. But I kind of wish I did a type of afro, or went out of my comfort zone because I don't think I draw a lot of black hairstyles. So I feel very much like a yapper here, but while this is going on, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why I've been posting kind of later. Some of you might have not noticed, but I'm not posting at 3 like I normally do, and like sometimes I do my videos a little later than regular because I just sometimes get really burnt out, and I don't want this to become a chore for me because that's what happened before I took that 6-month long break. And I just like I want to show my improvement on screen and really be able to capture like this moment of me making this YouTube channel. I'm just kind of like yapping here, but that's why I've been posting a little later in the day, and maybe even on a Saturday or Sunday. I just want you to know that I will post every week. It's just sometimes they will appear a little later. I am so sorry for that. I'll try to get back in the jam of doing longer videos, but this one might be a little shorter. I don't know, but I just really have been doing other stuff that are taking up my time other than drawing, because it is just a hobby for me, and I just have a lot going on right now, and yeah, so that's why I can't say a lot, because I don't want to give too much information away about my home life. That sounds like it's bad. It's not. It's just like busy. But yeah, so art is mostly a hobby right now, and I've kind of been doing less of it. I'm not really going to my my drawing apps, and I'm not really learning anything new, and I really want to. So that's why these videos might be shorter, might have more of me talking like this and actually explaining the art, because I'm doing like other stuff, and I don't know, visual art is just not my main priority. So these drawings might appear a little less effort, or more, or like kind of effortless, but I swear I'm putting a lot of time into them. But I hope you liked it. There's only 3 drawings, so let's go on to the third one. But I really like this art style so much, and I can't wait to study more. Maybe I'll make a part 2.
Editing me here. Sorry that I posted so late. I just had some stuff.
Anyways, the shading process was really fun, and I added a little more glistening onto it. The background, I just wanted to make like that glow effect, and I put a bunch of layers and Gaussian blurred it. Gaussian blur was my favorite tool using this, and I did a lot of line art studies, so that's why the line art is a little thicker than usual. Now we're going on to Hooky. Hooky is, I'm pretty sure, a web comic that became published after 3 volumes, and I've read all of them. I got lent it by a friend who got me obsessed and hooked onto the series. It's a really good book series for people who like witches and just some fun, like a lot of the first book is a lot of filler, but it's still really good, and you could really see how this slice of life is going to become more and more heavy in the story, and I was just left crying so many times. It makes me so emotional. Don't forget about that spelling error for Aquarius. I fixed it later on. I don't know what I was going through my mind. I think I was just really tired. But this art style has always been tough for me to replicate, and I was just fully on replicating these styles by this point. And the other art style was kind of easier because it was a lot simpler. But this was simple in like a weird way. It was really hard because if I got one thing wrong with the anatomy, it would look really off. I don't really like how the end turned out, and I ended up using way too much reference for someone like Danny, and I just really wanted to use all of them for reference, but she just ended up being like the most because the colors ended up being really similar. And I at this point I didn't know who to make, really, so I just did kind of me. I have really dark brown hair, but I don't think they really have that, so black was the closest. But I did do Danny's undercut blue. I don't know if that's just shading in the drawing I was referencing. But yeah, I still really like it. I did thick lines on the outside and thin lines on the inside because I think Hooky kind of has definitely a line weight to it, and it has some color, so I made it brown, and I was just kind of color dropping, but again, I just feel like it looks a little bit like Danny but off. Also, for the skin color, Hooky doesn't actually have a lot of I wouldn't say, like, I guess diversity. I should have color dropped someone, I forget her name, but there's a character later on in the series who isn't really that important. I think she's like a princess or something, and she is a darker color, but it was just like none of the main characters do have like a different color. They're all kind of white, like specifically white in the thing. But I'm pretty sure Monica and Nico get a little bit of color in some other official drawings. So I just kind of winged it and did my own thing. But I copied the bows from Danny because the bows are just like really pretty, and I really like how the author does it. So I'm going to be copying that from now on. That was something I definitely got a good takeaway. I did like the kind of style because I just wanted to replicate the background of doing like this, like, my name, not actually my name, but Aquarius and some stars. And then I was done. It was pretty simple, not a lot of work, but I kind of like how it turned out. Again, I feel like I could have replicated it's a very, like, wondrous, innocent style that I think I could have replicated a little better if I had really got more references. I was very burnt out at this point because the other styles, like, I just was so scared of them that I wasted all my energy on that. So, sorry if this one's a little uglier, but you know, I still think it's cute. I'm looking at all of it, and I still think it's pretty cute. Anyways, I hope you liked watching the video. It was really fun to create. I'm gonna definitely do a part 2 because I just really like doing this. Maybe I'll do it traditionally because I think our copy style is better with traditional, even though sometimes the effects save my drawings, like Gaussian blur, blurring out a lot of stuff, or the backgrounds, just making it look better. But you know, maybe it's a better challenge to do traditionally, and I might get the anatomy better because I don't know, drawing with a pencil just helps me with my anatomy, and I actually draw with my finger, so that's why it might look a little wonky. I also feel like I could definitely make the line variety better because I don't have I only use like an iPad, so I don't really have like a tablet to do line weight and stuff. So that's why it's really hard for me to do different types of line art because I use one brush and one brush only for my line art and my coloring, and that's the syrup brush in Procreate. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I'll see you next Friday or Saturday or Sunday, like I said. Hopefully, it'll be either a part 2 or maybe a Charlize video or maybe a low-key video. I'm not too sure, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next week. Bye!